All right guys, so before we get started, have a bunch of orders that are going out. They're not going out packaged like this. I'm just using this to transport them into my truck. I will safely seatbelt them in. I got to take them to the office because half and half. A lot of these orders have like stuff that's at the office, but yeah, tons of stuff going out. So thank you guys for all the orders. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that sale. We did that $100 off any $400 order. So what, 25% off. And a lot of people very much optimized, and they used some of the cheaper items to hit right at $400 flat. So really appreciate all y'all, and yeah, let's dive right into today's video. All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? So finally now we can sit here and talk about the new motherboard that's going to be going into the test rig at the house. So previously I had this MSI B550. I used it to test and check out Ryzen CPUs because I do get Ryzen CPUs in from time to time. For example, I just got in another 5600G. So, you know, every now and then just have to, let me actually go back over here. There we go. Have to test them out, make sure they're good, all that kind of stuff. But Max Voltage twisted my arm and was just like, hey man, I need a motherboard, AM4, and I need a processor, like stat. And it needs to be a good deal. So definitely hooked him up, just like anybody else. If you need anything, reach out to me. I do have stuff that's not in my inventory that I have at my house. So regardless, we hooked up Max, and he is now getting this MSI B550 that is pre-loved because I loved it. And we're going to be putting a 5700G in him, but that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about the new motherboard. Let me get it out for you. All right, and there she is in all her glory. So this is a Soyo, and I started carrying these, and I had them on my website for a while, but the supplier had some issues with shipping. Anyway, I got 2 orders that got kicked back to me, or kicked back to them from customs. So I quit ordering them, and I decided to go ahead and try to order a single one again a few weeks ago. These take around 3 weeks to get in. So whenever I sell them, I try to, you know, order a few in. But I figured, you know what, let me order one in for myself. I never really ran these things very much. And I figured, why not just try to use one as my own, like, you know, personal machine here at my house as a little test bench. So it's a nothing special B450 board. AM4, 2 sticks of RAM. What else do we have going on here? We have a little PCIe 1X spot, a bog standard, like nothing glaringly jumps out. It does have a display out, so I do believe it is compatible with some of the G series processors. I don't know exactly which ones or which ones it's not, but we're gonna try to put a 5600G in here. Actually, I have a 1600X. Yeah, let's see here. We'll try the I don't know, maybe the 5600G. We'll see. Nah, we'll do the 1600X. That's cheaper. In the meantime, when I'm not going to be using this for testing purposes, which is like 99% of the time, I will be using this to run a 3060 doing some AI mining. So that way, you know, no free rides around here. Everybody's got to work. But let's get this bad boy plugged in and see how it does. And if I like them, I may put them back on the website. I don't know. I've thought about pairing these with CPUs, so that way I can go ahead and pre-install AM4 CPUs and ship them. But the only issue is this is a single 4-pin plug, so these motherboards are not going to be happy with the bigger boy processors. So this is probably going to be like a Ryzen 7 and down situation, if not Ryzen 5 and down situation. No way I would put a Ryzen 9 in these and expect it to get full power through one 4-pin. But yeah, so let's do it. All right, there she is in all her glory. I am gonna actually list the 5600G for sale on the website. It doesn't make sense to keep that for a AI rig, and I'm gonna put the 1600 in here, so that way I got a little 6-core. and not a more expensive 6-core. But yeah, Max, here's your motherboard. You're welcome. Sending this MSI out the door. You know, bent my arm backwards to have this bad boy. Just kidding. All right, and there she is in all her glory. I just have this cooler sitting on top there with a little bit of thermal paste in between, because that cooler is going to be going into a different system. Don't need that thing in here. It's a little overkill as well. As for RAM, we have 2 sticks of Corsair 32 by 32, so we have 64 gigs. I'm actually doing a little bit of a test on this system to see if giving a 3060 gig 64 gigs of VRAM, or sorry 64 gigs of DDR4 help it get bigger container load jobs. I'm not sure, because the VRAM on this card is still only 12 gigabytes. As for storage, we have a 256 gig M.2 SSD, not a NVMe, but I had 32 gigs of RAM on here, and I was getting a solid 100% of the time, like $1.80 to $1.85 container workloads on Salad. So we'll just take that with a grain of salt. Now we will go ahead and power this bad boy up. Did I turn the yeah, turn the power supply off. That's lovely. Normally that is the power switch. Oh, okay, there it goes. That took some coaxing. It might be the coating on the end of that screwdriver. Might not be very conductive, metally conductive. So we got her plugged into display. Let's see if we get her to boot up. I'm gonna play with this motherboard a little bit and see if I can't get a container workload on it before I call this video a wrap for tonight. And I may go ahead and put in a larger order and put these on the website. CMOS is bad, BIOS setting, new CPU installed, press Y to reset. If you have BitLocker encryption, press N to keep previous FTM record. All right, so let's power this down. And yeah, I forgot these don't ship with a CMOS battery, and I had one laying around here. Oh, there it is. So let's plop that bad boy into there. So we got us a battery now, and I need to get a keyboard and reset some settings in BIOS. The main thing is you do have to have hardware virtualization on, which I think it's on default for most motherboards for AMD, I believe. I don't think that's an issue on AMD side. But anyway, I'm gonna get this thing up and running, and then I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, the Soyo board's right here. I put on another board. This is another test board. This is actually an Intel board, because all of a sudden it turned off and it wouldn't power back on. So then I plugged in this Intel board, and it won't turn on. So I'm like, no way my EVGA 700 watt power supply just let go, right? It's not possible. I mean, it is possible. I have more power supplies at the office, but I don't have any more here. So I guess this video is now a waste of time. Dang. Well, in an effort to hit my daily video goal, and then also provide some sort of substance. Let me flip this around. I do apologize. We will continue back with this at another time. And to make it up to you guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar in the crypto space or crypto scene, but there's a token that just launched, and it's called Cats of Crypto. A lot of the community's been playing with it, that kind of thing. But I was actually given some to give away. So this is your consolation prize for my video being garbage tonight. I would like anybody that is interested to message me on Discord. I will be looking at my message requests until tomorrow. And the first 5 people to message me, I will be sending 50,000 Cats of Crypto. Or COC. Just say that out loud. But yeah, anyway guys, with that being said, I will see y'all another night. And if you're interested in Cats Crypto, or you don't know how to receive it, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to put a link down to their Discord down below, and you can ask what the wallet is and all that kind of stuff. And don't freak out. 50,000 Cats of Crypto is not anything crazy. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 10 bucks. But I'm doing that to 5 people, so it's like 50 bucks right there. But I guess not one person could get 50 bucks unless they made 10 fake YouTubes, 10 fake, or 5 fake YouTubes, 5 fake Discords, and then 5 wallets, which is possible. It is possible. Unlikely, but possible. I'll do some vetting. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.